everyone, it's cocktail time. So today we are making cocktails that have a healthy twist to it. So a lot of times we can be reaching for your cocktails that might be really sugary and things like that. But today what we can do instead is things that you have on hand, we can turn them into really creative cocktails, and we're going to talk about how they can actually have medicinal properties to them. And so the first thing that we're gonna do that I thought of is I was like, okay, well, what do I have on hand right now? I have tons of ginger. So as you can see, this ginger is beautiful. It's organic, so on the inside it's really, really yellow. It's absolutely beautiful, and like we spoke about so many times before, ginger is amazing for the lungs and the respiratory system. Again, if you look and you see, it looks like the little ventricles that come down within the lungs. So that's going on with ginger. It's really, really great stuff. So what you would do is, so anyway, this is gonna be really, really healing. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna grate it, and I'm gonna have it steep with some vodka. So what we're gonna be making, because I had ginger, vodka, soda water, and some mint growing in my backyard, I thought, oh, I could make a Moscow Mule. So we're gonna use the ginger, soak it in some alcohol, which is going to help extract the medicinal properties of the ginger even more so. So that's what alcohol does, is it's a puller. So that's something to keep in mind as well, is that it pulls things out. So when you combine it with herbs, you pull things out. It's a decoction is what it's called in herbalism, and that will turn into like a tincture, right? So you see herbal tinctures and things like that. That is an herb soaked in alcohol to pull it out. So it's gonna intensify it, and it's gonna be so much stronger than if you just took the herb by itself. So if we combine that with ginger, it's gonna be doing the exact same thing. So whatever you're mixing your alcohol with, alcohol is gonna pull and amplify the properties of that. So if you think you mix maybe something with like a Coke or soda or something like that, and like these sugars, alcohol amplifies that. So just keep that in mind. So the more we can go towards these real whole ingredients, the better, because these natural ingredients are gonna be so much more just naturally medicinal, and alcohol can help pull from that. So to start, I'm gonna just take a piece of ginger and I'm going to grate it. So again, like we said, ginger is amazing for this current time that we're living in. It's something that honestly at this point, because this virus isn't going away anytime soon, you should just always be stocking up on ginger. Whenever you go to the grocery store, or right now, I know my farmers have it in the farm box and things like that. So get yourself a ton of ginger. It stores really well, just like any other root or potato. It stores for quite a while. Get a ton of it, and like I'm grating it right now, you can grate it into hot water and have ginger tea. Have it be part of your morning routine. It is so good for your lungs, for reducing inflammation right away in the morning, for bringing heat into the digestion, into your stomach, to increase digestion. It's just honestly overall one of the best things that you can do, especially with what we are currently going through. So this might not be the best thing to put it in, but hey. So I'm gonna put some ginger into my shot glass right now. And so I have it in there, my grated ginger, and I have my vodka, right? Again, doing things that are higher quality as well. So this is a great vodka brand. I guess a nice shout out to them. So I'm just going to cover that with some vodka. So it's just gonna sit here and steep. So it can steep as long as you want, but I think because I grated it, it's immediately imparting into the vodka and vice versa. So it doesn't need to sit long, but basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a ginger vodka very, very quickly. It's something you've probably seen a lot of flavored vodkas before, where they'll cut up some fruit or stuff like that and put it into a big jar and soak it in there. It's doing the same thing, and the vodka is pulling out all of the properties from that fruit, which is awesome. So because we grated it, it's gonna happen very quickly. So I'm gonna let that sit there. So the other ingredients that we have in here is honey. So like we've said so many times before, honey is antiviral. It's antiseptic, so it's pulling and wicking away things in the body that don't belong. It's really, really incredible stuff, as simple as it is, you know, and it's a delicious sweetener. So that's what's gonna sweeten this drink. So when we think of a Moscow Mule, you have ginger beer, vodka, some lime, and that's it. It's really simple, but I didn't have any limes on hand. I didn't want to use ginger beer because that's really sugary, even like other ginger beers that maybe have less sugar. They all have some type of sugar in it, and I didn't really want to go that route. But I thought, oh my gosh, I can make my own with just ginger, some honey, and some soda water. And this is a really great soda water brand if you live in the Texas area. It's filtered in Austin by all the limestone, all the water there. It's really great. If you have a soda stream and you can make your own soda water at home, that's awesome too, because you don't have the cans. Anyway, so it's gonna be literally that simple, and then I'm gonna garnish with some mint in the glass. Okay, so I have my glass here with my large ice cube in there. It's chilling, and I have a strainer. So right now I'm taking my 1 shot of ginger, and sorry, so you can see it. It's right here. Taking my 1 shot of ginger, vodka, and pouring it over. So I'm straining it so then I'm not getting all that, you know, chunky ginger in there. I'm just gonna press it so I'm not losing out on all of that flavor and of course the medicinal properties of this drink. And that's what's so cool about it, is that we're having a cocktail, but at the same time we're gonna be benefiting from, here it is. We're gonna be benefiting from actual very medicinal foods at the same time. So we're not losing out too much, which is great. And like I was saying before too, alcohol's a puller. So when it comes to your physical body, too much alcohol pulls and drains from the body. So it really drains the kidney element, your energy, that life force energy. It really pulls and drains. It'll pull and drain nutrients and things like that out because it'll extract, just like it's extracting the nutrients and everything out of these herbs and these foods. So that's something that in excess, alcohol is not a good thing. But in lesser amounts and in that moderation side, it can actually be a great thing, right? So it's just a matter of kind of how you're using it. So I have my little honey stick here. So this is just, you know, really sweetened to taste. Probably about like a teaspoon or so of honey in here. Okay. So I'm just gonna stir this around. So I'm getting that mixed up in there. So we got the honey and the ginger and the vodka. So that's going like that. Super easy. Take my honey stick out. All right, look, that looks like ginger beer, right? And then I'm gonna add now, so that's just basically vodka and honey with the ginger flavored vodka. Oops. And now I just pour the soda water on top and garnish with a sprig of mint. There, how awesome does that look? Doesn't that look great? So that's so simple. That's a homemade Moscow Mule with medicinal healing ingredients. So simple. Let me give it a taste. Oh, that's awesome. That is so good. You have to try this. That is really, really good. I'm glad I came up with this. Hold on one more. Wow, it is so light and crisp and fresh. And then you just have that very like kind of spicy from the ginger, and then a bit of the floral from the honey that sweetens it, so it just softens and rounds it all out. So I steeped that in here, just for a couple minutes. Maybe just by the flavor, you'd want to do it for like 5 or 10 minutes, just to like get that really nice and potent and strong. Steep that ginger in the vodka for that long. But that's it. So hopefully you learned a little bit on how to make your cocktails healthy, and how it can actually be medicinal, especially if you want to enhance the medicinal properties of the ginger. So cheers, you guys. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.